audio tests. For God's sake. I think I need to invest. I need to spank more money on a better mic. That's right. That seems to be working for now anyway. All right, I'm going to start tearing this thing apart. So I guess plan of action, first plan of action is manifolds and loom and generally everything else that looks like it's easy to remove. Yeah, going on with that. There you go. So inlet manifold looks like it's just a row of like 10 mils or something like that all the way along. And then obviously we've got, you can see, yeah, so inlet manifold and got a load of little nuts down the bottom there. Got to take off the fuel rail as well. Well, actually the fuel rail can come off with the inlet manifold, obviously. Why faff around? We've got a little breather hose there, and I guess the inlet manifold, well, doesn't look like there's anything else going into it. Maybe we can just spin all those off, see what happens. We've got to remove all of these little connectors, which will take a few seconds. So yeah, let's crack on with that. So you know what, I'm going to put some gloves on for a change. So I've got a little tripod-y thing for the hand cam, for the little handy cam now. So we'll try faffing around with it a bit. And I'm recording this little hand cam thing. It's only a cheapy USB webcam, but it looks like it does 1080p. So I've upped it to 1080p. So we'll see. Right, so yeah, whip off all of these jobs. There we go. And then, as is going to be a familiar pattern to this evening, I guess, same on to the other side. So the previous live stream died on me. Well, the audio, again, common theme, right? The audio died. The problem is down here. It's this cylinder. And there is something in that cylinder which should not be in there, which would suggest that something is unhappy in this block. But I can't see anything. So you can clearly see the cylinder outer walls here. And on this side at least, it is in one piece. I can't see anything obvious. And through the top here, again, it looks whole. There's no massive chunks, at least that I can see. And yeah, same round where the flywheel was. So yeah, something is in there, and I don't know from whence it came. Right, so let's try and spin off all of. So I've got no fuel lines. I've got there's a little hose down here that can be unclipped, and then I think there's another one just here. I just got like little twist connectors, I think. Yeah. This is not one of those engines I'd like to remove when it's in the car, I have to say. It's a bit of a faff. Let's see. Can't get that one off. Come back to that. Yeah, we've got this little breather here. So the alternator sits right underneath the inlet manifold, which is a fun spot. So let me go back down there a minute. I'll try and, oops, sorry, drop shot. I'll try and get a 10 mil, I guess, on an extension of some description. Yeah, probably do it. And then we just need a Oh, actually, there's a bit of 10. Will that work? Yeah. It's a bit tight to the side of the wall, so we'll perhaps just go with a little 1/4 inch drive. Okay, gonna be all there all day with that. Let's go with a bit of power. If he says. All right, where the hell has that gone? I've lost my little 3/8 to. You know, seriously, I tell you what we can do. Go with that. Get rid of that one. Okay, we're just going to end up with loads of little nuts everywhere, but whatever. Okay. Doesn't really have the torque, this thing. We'll crack them all and then go from there. So I'm guessing the oh, there's really very little on that. That is a bit pathetic. Maybe my battery's going a bit dead on the Matika thingy. So basically, one nut each side, sorry, of each inlet into each cylinder. So thus, 8 aside, there's 16 of these little chaps. Look at me with my maths skills, Jesus, don't go American. Okay. One side, oops, lost my 10mm. We are there. Okay, so got something going across there. So yeah, we got this hose that runs all the way. Okay, so it's this one here. So that's fine. We'll just set it off with it. And this side, let's see, we've got this little hose here. It's another little breather thing, some description. Whip that up. Away. Okay. I think that's about it, he says. Okay. You sit there a minute. Yeah. I think I'm just caught on a gasket. Yes, I am. Oh, shit. Okay. That will not work. Now, I'm no expert by any means, So if we look at the inlets, there's one, lovely. There's another, lovely. There's another, I see a bit of dampness above it. Oh, they have a swimming pool. Oh, yeah. So that's not good. That I do know is not good. So, and that's the cylinder where when I put the bore scope down, it don't look pretty. So now we see why. Right. One 4200 inlet. I wonder how much water is in there. I know it's water or fuel. You know what? I'm not going to find out. I'm going to pop that over here. Oh, it nearly fits in one of my boxes. Nearly. But it doesn't. So it can live upright. Yeah, it is fuel. Bring out the fuel rails that's sloshing around. Okay, so this is what we got going on here. Now, someone pinged me the other day actually on Facebook. Was after one of these oil lines, and I guess it was the top one. So it's going to be this one. It runs all the way to here, and then there is a there is a water oil cooler that sits in the V below here, I guess. All right, anyway, let's get rid of all these nuts before they fall down into here. Ugh. Let's get them out of the way vaguely. All right. What I need is a little magnety jobby. Which I don't. Where's that? I used to have one. Got a mirror on a extension. I could have sworn I had a magnet on a twisty bit of metal or something. Oh well. Okay, well, let's face it, I know this engine is very locked up, but what we've done is dropped a screw, I can see just down there, just behind the valve stem, sitting on top of the valve. There's a bit of water on the top of these as well on this side. Yeah, I'm hoping this head, the right head, as you look at the engine, is going to be okay. I'm pretty sure, based on there being a chunk of something foreign in this head over here, that's going to be pretty game over. Right. Okay, let's get rid of some more hosey stuff. So my box of Maserati nuts and bolts for the 4200 continues to grow. I'm going to it's the Michael Caine line, right? We're going to need a bigger no Jaws, not Michael Caine. Hang on, let me get this right. Jaws, Michael Caine. No, he was in Jaws, but he was in Jaws 3. We need a bigger boat. Was gonna need a bigger boat. Oh man, I can picture his face. Ugh. There's Richard. Close Encounters of the Third Guy. Whatever. Sidetrack. Okay. This is why I need like knowledgeable people watching this thing. Help me out with my crappy witterings. Robert. Okay. Try and get these little clips off. Should spin around. Ah, okay. They're a little clamp. They're sort of crimped. So see these, they're just crimped metal basically. So they just squeeze parts. So you can do is just get a pair of needle nose or anything like that. Just get it in and just give them a little twist. They'll loosen off basically. Well, that's how I'm going to get them off anyway. There's one. And the other. Right. Put that in there as well. Yep. Okay. All right. What else we got going on here then? We got lots of little bits of crud. I'm just going to save myself the pain. It doesn't make much odds because this thing is not going back together, at least not by my incompetent hands. Right, what we got? This pipe is annoying me. Oh, it goes all the way down there. Okay, so we've got exhaust manifolds as well. You know what? Let's do that. Let's do exhaust manifolds because then we're right. So exhaust manifolds. Really easy to get to while the engine's on a stand like this, right? So, and yeah, there's no other mounts on it. It is just the bolts again, either side of. Look like 13s or something like that. Let's have a little go with. Let's see. 13. I'll get some ink. Oh, then get me thinking. Oh no, hang on. What have I picked up there? An 11. That won't work. All right, yeah. So the only issue, as always with these things, some of them are going to be able to get to piece of piss, some of them not so. They're also a little bit corroded, the studs, so we'll get them out the aggressive way. At least the ones I can get to. Yeah, that wouldn't have been fun to undo. So I can't get, taking the stud out on that one. See what I mean? They're pretty corroded. Getting the, but whatever. So I can't get to. So 2 so far I can't get to. I can get to them. It's just I can't get to them with this. Oops. All right. 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe get on the end of that one. What I don't want to do is round any of these. No, I'll try and go in with a short 13. Let's see. Perhaps get that one on an angle. Oh, no, not that one. That one. Yep, just. Yeah, that one's going to be a problem, as is that one. So we can get the socket onto it. Let's work on that bit first. Yes, we can. You can see here, basically, the way we've got the pipe straight in front of it. So we can get onto it, but not much more than that. So I'll try and use a little, try and just put a wobble on it. A little UJ and an extension. Straight one would be useful. There we go. Let's just see if we can break it off at least. Okay, so, well, it's on it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, the hell, that was spinning it and not. Yes, it was. Okay, good. And just get the clearance. Just the problem is, as the screws, as the stud is coming out, it's obviously getting closer to the manifold. But it's just getting enough on it. Whew. Okay. It was moving as if it was finger tight, but it's not. Well, that's got to be finger tight now because it's basically spinning. Yeah, okay, got it. Right, so it's just this last one over here. I think I'm going to have to get to it from underneath. Or maybe. So this socket, this is one of those you know, standard sockets they come now. Not a nice 6-sided one. It's a I want to round everything. Not good. Let's try getting a spanner on it. Really tight on the side of the manifold. Oh, you can see this. So I'm going to have trouble getting anything other than a socket on it, but obviously I don't have the room to get a socket on it. So I'll try a shallow ring spanner and see if I've got a 13mm or what is it? What is it? Is it 3/8? 5/16? Okay, here's a 13. Okay, well, that gets on it, but it's whether I've got enough. Oh, not good. Right. Okay. Let's go with getting the engine mount out the way, if we can. But that's got the starter motor. Okay. So, starter motor here, and the bolt that I'm holding the lower engine stand on goes through into the starter motor. So it's actually holding, the starter motor is actually being clamped up. Starter motor's only got the 2 bolts, I think, holding it in place. Oh my gosh. Or maybe not. All right, well, I hope that's the case. So I can just wind this one out. It's not going to, obviously, it will still be okay. It's not going to go anywhere. It's not doing any, it's just resting against it. It's just holding it centered rather than anything else. But this, I think, yeah, I'm not sure I can get to the, even to get to the mount off. Right, okay, so that's a problem. So I need to get a 6-sided socket onto there and somehow get some leverage on it. Let's see. I go with a very small socket. Let's see. Okay. So problem is, yeah, you're not going to be able to get the clearance to get a ratchet on the end of it. And now we're dealing with just a very little 1/4 inch drive. go. Okay, back in the room. Nice. Right, try again. See how long the charge lasts on this one for. Okay, you know what, let's see. So we got one inlet manifold off, one exhaust manifold off, one exhaust manifold down to one vaguely rounded, not rounded at the moment, but could be rounded very quickly if we're not careful, nut. We can try chucking some heat on it. I think that might be the way to go. See if that breaks up some of the corrosion on it, maybe. Yeah. Anyway, let's whip off some more of this side. So our alternator, you can see here. So we got a heap of wiring that comes in through here, out to various sensors. So we got a sensor at the top of the cam cover there. We got another sensor down here. So these are all sensors. Yuck. I wonder if I can take them all out as a unit. Maybe that'd be the way to go. All right, we got something going on here as well. So what I'm going to start doing is just popping off what we got there as well. See if we can get this alternator cable shifted. Oh, I guess not. What we got under there? A little 13 maybe. Whip that off. Okay, our alternator, and we need to get this other one off. I think it's a push-in clip, maybe it's a pull-out clip. Let's see. Got to be push-in, unless it's one of these that's got a little. Yeah, it is one of those. It's got a little. You've got to push it like you mean it. Right, so that's the connections for the alternator. We've also got, there's a bolt running all the way through to there, and the same there, and that looks like all it is that's holding the alternator. So obviously then the other thing we've got is the belt, the accessory belt. We've got all this gubbins in the way. So where's our tensioner? Question, Jazz. We've got a belt round there, pulley there, there. So we've got AC, a pump. Okay, that's loose there. We probably pull off a lot of this stuff out the way, just for the power steering, I guess. And we've got a belt. I'm not sure what the where the tensioner is for this, you know. It doesn't matter, because obviously I'm just going to cut it because I don't care. But yeah, no clue. Anyway, what we need is something chunky on there. We need to get this out of the way. As I say, I've got someone that that's after one of these, so we'll try and get this off without buggering anything up. Let's see. What are we held in by? Nope. Right. So it's just got one of these rubberized P-clip jobbies, holding it in down here. So holding this little bit of wiring in place. Right, so that's there, loose there. So now all we've got is the connector up here. Let's see if we can get this little stash of cabling out of the way, because that's got to be, yeah, it's on the same. Oh. That's that one. There we go. Okay. And then we've got another one. Where's the other? Oh, yeah. Lovely. Right between these guys, but I've got this little long reach. Should do the job. I'm just going to do it without unclipping all these little jobs. Let's see, we've got to go around and just take out all these sensors. Looks like there's a couple in the cam covers, a couple into the heads. There we go. Right, that's that out of the way a bit, he says. And then I need to get a very large spanner on that. Let's see if we've got something big enough. Entirely convinced I do. Oh, no cigar, no cigar. Not a 1 1/4 AF. Any advance on 1 1/4 AF? I think that's a no. And that is the chunkiest I've got. We could try getting a pair of those on it. What I don't want to do is bollocks it all up though, so let's see. You know what? I don't like it. Oh, arse. Why haven't I've not got... I had a large adjustable at one stage. At one stage, I had a large adjustable. At that stage, some time ago, obviously. Ooh. Well, they're a bit more positive. Let's try those ones. Not quite sure how much. Okay, fine. Fine. How are these things held in here? We just pushed in. I'm not sure how these... Oh, they are. They must be a little bit that goes in the side. Yeah. Okay. Fine. So for a bit more room. Oh, sorry. Right, what I need, big wrench on that, but what we'll do first, I'll clear out a bit more so I've got no more room on it. So let's do this thing down here, whatever it is. So we've got a little canister, I guess, got to feed into both sides here. So we'll try and crack off these guys. See what that is. 17. One. Other side over here. I'll do it. That's it. I mean, it looks like it's got, again, the same thing, little hex heads holding it over the shop. Let's see whether we can get to them. Oops. You're on full wobble cam tonight, aren't you? Let's see if we can get to them with this thing again. You know what, with a bit of an extension, I'll probably make it a bit easier. Not a wonky one. There we go, just a little bit. Oh, this is another one of those. I need the ball head. Yeah. What is it? It's a 5. 6, 3, 5. Again, we've got one of these little ball-headed jobbies. Let you go in at an angle. Though the problem is, they're not the strongest of things, and I'm not sure. These look pretty well corroded in. Yeah, that will end up breaking. Jeez. Okay, and they've got a whole row of them. Okay, so that must be this water oil cooler all the way down the base there. Let's see if these might come off a little easier. Yes, they do. You can at least get the actual unit out of the way. Probably gives enough clearance anyway for what we need. Okay, right, that's doing its job. So all right. One. Down to that. Oh. And now we can remove whatever this is. He says we could remove it if we could get it free. Various bits and bobs. There we go. All right, one large heavy thing. All right, let's try. probably get to that if we've got a ball-ended chunky jobby. Nope. So that's a, what's that? That's a 9. You got there? You got an 8? There's an 8. Let's see. Yes, okay. So an 8 is the one. Let's see how tight these alternator bolts are in. Not bad. So it's going to be interesting now to see how this is actually held in, because it looks like there's some thread going in there, right? So yeah, possibly. Come on. Should have got the whizzy gun out. Right, and this one, a bit of an angle, but we should be good. Yeah. They're really good, these little ball end jobbies. If you just have to be sensitive to the smaller ones. I've snapped a couple. I think my 4mm has long since eaten it. Okay. Right. So that's Come on now. I don't want to stress this pipe, but I think we're there. Yep. Okay. So that's that. Let's just subtly remove this belt. There we go. Oh, well, we now know this one is the tensioner. Because it just went pop. All right, sit there again. Right. So, now there's movement. There is movement. So that's promising. So it seems that we are good. So the only thing stopping this spinning out is just angles. So it's actually mounted, so the head actually has the bracket built into it here. So we do need to get this off before we can do anything. And oops, this side, it's actually, there's a couple of nuts down there holding this little side bracket in just here. There's also a thread on the end of here, so I think we can actually undo that a little bit and give yourself a bit more play. You've only got to move out a little bit to be able to pull that up. So perhaps that's how it's designed. Seems odd you'd need to disassemble all of this stuff to get an alternator out, but then, you know, this alternator feels great, by the way. It's lovely and smooth, the bearings, so definitely another one for eBay. Though I'm not sure, I don't know whether it's, oh, okay, there we go. That's very loose already. I say very loose. It's loose with the spanner on it. Come on. Am I being an idiot? Yes, I am being an idiot. Righty tighty, lefty loosey, unless you're looking at it. Okay. Right. That feels like we've got manoeuvrant across there. Well, I thought there'd be a bit more give in that. I thought that was the whole idea of that, is to let it spin across, but there ain't no rotation going on there. Okay, fine. So it's got to come straight up, so we do need to get this whopping great nut off. Right, I need to go and raid the tools in the house. A bit of DIY action. I need a bloody great spanner. Is anyone joining us? Oh, yeah. I've got a comment. Problem is, I've got a TV in this room, but I can't actually bloody read the screen. Yeah, I know. Right. Okay. So let's go with right. That off. I need my bloody big wrench. We've then got all of these horrible bore mill hex heads all the way down here that have sat in crud for many years, so they're going to be fun. And we still have the joy of the manifold bolt to remove as well. So, okay, I'll be back in the time it takes me to walk back across and grab a little wrench. Bear with. Definitely need some like intermission music, right? Okay, we have some plumbing gear. So, got an adjustable that does about 30 odd, which might do the job. Oh. You gone again? I keep throwing you on the floor. A moment of excitement, you disappeared. There you go, go sit in an intake. Right, happy days. A 10-inch adjustable did the job. We didn't have to resort to more. Right, let's see. Come back in there. You can live in there. All right, so so the chat bugging me on Facebook. Oh no, eBay. I'm not sure. Yes, I have one of these pipes. Yes, it's available. Yes, it is pretty good. And yes, I didn't completely nose up the fitments. Copper end looks good. The alley end looks okay, apart from one little grind, but no, all good. So that's good. Right, so now we can get to this alternator, he says. We can see how it pivots or not. So it looks like there's like an insert rolling all the way through, but it doesn't make a lot of sense because it's got to come up this way. So what we'll do, we'll stick something underneath it and give it a bit of a pry. Oops, you're going to fall off again. There you go, whatever. Okay, maybe not. What the heck is holding this in? Looks like, I mean, come on, it's only an alternator. There's no movement at all this side. Huh. So it feels like it's pivoting on it. So couldn't be that you've got to remove this. Is it bushed? No, it can't be. This can't be one of those jobs that's a nightmare because it's just an alternator, right? Well, what am I missing? What am I missing? I can go all the way through. Nothing. Yeah. It's just got to be tight. I think that's all. I'm just being too gentle. I think you've just got to give it a heave ho out. It's got to come out this side first because yeah, okay, we've definitely got movement there. Definitely got movement. Okay. Okay. You can move it like a mil either side. You go backwards and forwards. Oh, Jesus. This would be a fun job in the car. That was a good one. Oh, nearly. That's it. Blimey. Right. There we go. So yeah, it was just sitting just on there, but you can see a bit of corrosion on there that was holding it down initially. Tiny bit. It didn't take much, but there we go. Right. Sit in the valley of the V. Okay, one Maserati alternator. All right, We're starting to look a bit more like it now. Right, so what else we got then? We've got all these sensors. So I guess, you know, I could see how these little connectors all work. Oh, they're horribly tight, all of them. Yeah, let's not faff. Okay, so we got another bracket down here, a little P clip jobby. So there we go. So that one should let the alternator cable come through. Yep, that's that. So then we've got, as I say, a lot of nuts all the way running round. Got to hold on this oil water cooler, I guess. So yeah, okay, well, let's get rid of that one as well. We've got another little P clip. So I think these guys are going to take more than this little gun. Get them out. Yeah, just not got the torque for it, and much more torque, and it'd be off anyway. Right, let's get rid of this. We got here some sort of coolant. Okay, so this must be the coolant feed water into this thing, maybe. So again, it looks like a 17. It is. Let's see, around here. Let's see. Oh, it wiped you out. Oh dear. I spent half of this bloody stream just messing around with this camera. Right. Okay. Bit of hose. Into the box. So, got some loom stuff here. Let's get rid of these. Get rid of these little covers on either side. Yeah. So they're 4s, I think. Let's see. Yes. Oh. Oops. What have I done there? There we go. These have got to be worth a couple of quid because they say Maserati on them. Okay, and there's one bank of plugs. Sorry, blank of plugs. there. There we go, and we've got the loom. So it runs. So we've got a little sensor in the top here. Runs all the way down to there. Yet another P clip. Blimey. No, it's the wrong size. Let's do the other side then. Come over here before you go flying again. Okay. They got a these little covers have got like the black crackle finish on them. But a lot of these, a lot of the Ferrari and Mazda engines have got. Luckily, both of those look in really good nick. The head's also looking pretty good nick, finish-wise. Right, we've got a little connector on here. Let me see if I can pop this off. And these one of those little picks. That was knackered anyway. Lovely. That's it. There's one. Same on the other side. Oh, these are fiddly little buggers. I'm very hard not to snap the clips. Oh, come on. Got it. That's that one out of the way as well. Right, that wiring goes all the way down to here. There's a couple more P's, so we might as well just... P's or R's? What are they? Oh, what they are is... 5 minutes. Okay, fine. That one doesn't want to... Doesn't want to come off. And I've got one here that is pretty rough as well. That one's off. Okay. We've got a little sensor connector jobby here. Let's have another clip round here somewhere. Yes. Another hose and hose. Right, this one goes all the way around here. Let's get rid of more coil packs. And this one comes around to here. So what's keeping this on? Not much. Just that connector. Oh, yet another R stroke P stroke whatever. Ah, it's got a 13 mil. No, it's not. Is it a 12 then? It'll be a bloody 11 now. It is. It's a solid 11. Why, oh why? Right. Okay. Nice. So, yeah, we got the power steering. That is, oh, that's a bit weird. Would that be, yeah, okay. What I've got, I've got a blob of weld on this 17mm, and I keep meaning to grind it off, and I never get around to it. So for once, I'm going to grind the sodding thing off, because it only sticks out half a mil, but it just keeps bollocksing it up. Better. Okay. All right. Bit of a beast of a connector on this. Okay, so it's a power steering line. Now, there comes a point where I've listing this stuff, I'll just put, you know, broken, an engine. Any bits you need, shout. Okay. Belt. Right, what else we got? So this power steering is a bolt down there. Don't know, can't see anything else. And we got a connector in here that does something. I don't know what. Oh, Jesus. Got it. Okay, so we just need to get this. Oh. Looks like the whole thing wants to, is all sort of seized together, so you just probably get it off nearly. Just twist the whole shebang. Hopefully it's not too long. Got it. All right. Let's heap of that. Let's try and get that other. Yep. Got another couple of our clips floating around. P clips, R clips. On there. There. Try and get a bit more of this wiring out of the way. Okay. Lovely. We've got a link pipe between the two heads on the back here. So just there and just there. Just needs a flat head, I guess. I'll pull those off. I love the fact we've got a little swimming pool here. Oops. So these have probably not been off since the car was built. Right. Okay. So I'll just take a break a second. I'll get the scope out and show you what's going on inside this cylinder. Well, at least I'm not sure what's going on, but I just do not know. I think I put it on the, I put it on the little video thingy, a screenshot of it. But there we go. A little bit of pipe work. So we got a little cheapy endoscope, but if you can see that. So go down there. See down on that side. Ooh. It ain't meant to look like that down there. There is something over there that it's not meant to be. I don't know whether it's the piston, top of the piston that's fractured. When you look at one that's normal, he says, normal-ish anyway. Piston, like that. So I think this piston, I mean, okay, it's got it, look, whatever's happened has got to have either come from the wall of the cylinder, from the head, from the wall of the block, or from the piston itself. And I think it's got to be the piston. All right. We'll find out, right? Well, we'll try and find out. So let's spin off this valve cover now. We're sort of close enough to, there's nothing really in its way, so take this off. So what are they? They are these M6s again, or are they 5s? Just put my, let's have a look. Oh, same. So I'll just spin around all of these. Ooh, not like that one. So as I say, these valve covers are in pretty decent nick. No, they're a bit dirty, obviously, but looks like the paint itself is in pretty good condition. There's a bit just around this seal down here. It's a bit in there. But All right, that's a load of them. And we've got a 10mm here holding that side down. We've got that tight one just here. Yeah, which didn't want to budge, so I'll get the ratchet on that one. And then we just got this 10, guessing 10. Oh, hello. Why? I mean, why? Jesus. Feels like it's been crossed. Or something. Maybe just a bit of corrosion there. Yeah, feels okay now. Odd. Someone rather overzealous on the tightening front, perhaps. Or they've put one with a too long a thread in. No, corrosion. It's got a powdery substance on the end. Not the good stuff. Right. Let's see what we've got here. So, yeah, 10s. 10, 10, 10, 10, 10s. Starting to lose track of where things are. Steady on. Now, I don't know whether that's, oh yeah, it is going to fit. Interesting one. Right. So, oh, we got this. Got a little sensor in the cover as well. I may as well just whip out quickly. Oops. Oh dear. All right. No. Fail. It's the one that's on here. Okay. So yeah, I guess it's a cam sensor being situated up here. No, really. Yep. So a little O-ring on it. Okay. Right down there. Right. Let's see. Have we got everything? 4. What are we missing? What are we missing? What are we missing? All good there. Rubber bug on the back. It looks to me like we're missing nothing. It looks to me like it is just, it's been on a long time. Probably just needs a little bit of persuasion. Oh, I can't get you to balance. Balance there. Yeah. There's my little persuader. A little bit of leverage. Nothing sharp, obviously. Okay. So I guess whatever this little chap is here, little sensory jobby, needs to come out. It looks like it's got a little metal clip, circlip. It's got a circlip on it, of course it has. Why wouldn't you use a circlip then? Brilliant. I'll spin it around. Right. How are we going to get that off? Okay, I got it. I see. So we need a little slot. Spin it around a bit. I'm trying not to bollocks up the paint on the cam cover, actually. Little spanner, little screwdriver, sorry. That's it. Whoop. Got it. Bingo. Right, so that should now go through there. Yes, it does. Well, yeah, there's a bit of paint. Bit of paint coming off down here in this channel. A little bit cracked down here. Yeah. Probably, yeah, look, we need a refurb. Whatever. Anyway, the interesting bit. What we got going on up here? Nothing untoward. This looks decidedly oily, and those cams look really quite nice. It ain't water, that's the important thing. We haven't got water up here, even on this cylinder. Yeah. Okay. So all of this is just sitting there, and because the yeah, it's oil. Yeah, because the valves are closed, just trapped it in there. Get rid of that in a minute anyway. Right, okay, so let's whip off the other side, just for continuity, consistency, whatever. What we were doing this one with next. Ooh. This poor little Matika gun's getting a bit of a battery. Still got half a tank of juice. Bracketry in the box. Where are we going? Yes, down here. So we've got another 10 on there. Not liking that one. Not liking that one. That one's good. And we've got another 10 here. wonder what torque the little jobby's got. Let's see if that'll do it. Of interest. It's only, well, it says 45 newton meters, so oh yeah, no problem. Again, the sensor. I need the 10. Oops. There we go. Sure. Okay, so that is not all of them. Again, we've got one of these little one of those chappies. Right, so I get the sensor out again. Oh, there we go. And we need that circlip again. So yeah, so this is what it is. Look, it's just a little rubber jobby holding with this circlip. So I just prise it off like that. So funny, isn't it? Do it once, you're a professional all of a sudden. Far from it. Right. So let's see if we can get, again, just pry this seal off. That's the one side. Other. Okay. Yeah, similar story to the other one. Not bad, but you know, it's an 80-odd thousand mile engine, right? And it's whatever, how many years old. Right, so what we got going on then? So again, timing chain, what the cams looks like, and everything looks on initial view to be where it's meant to be, and I can again only see oil and I do not see water up in the heads. Well, okay, no, in the cam carrier part of the heads. Right, whoops. Okay. So, what's next? Still got an exhaust manifold to wrestle with. I've got an engine mount over here, as well as we've got a guard running under the whole shebang. This is where, you know, you pivot the engine round, right, on the I do not feel brave enough. We also want to get rid of the start motor. We've also got this hideous amount of cables. In fact, there's another. I see yet more stuff that looks like it could be spun off. Let's see. Yep, I'll get on the end of that one. Okay, I've got even more loom away now. There is a little something. I don't know what it is. There is a little something. A solenoid, perhaps? Sitting at the top here. It's got a little 8mm. I think it's an 8 anyway. Maybe a 7mm. On it. Yeah, a 7. Tiny. Hang on, let me show you. Let me show you. am I doing? I'm trying to put a socket onto the end of the. There you go. Right. Whoa. Here we are. Yeah. So we've got this little chap. You know what it is? Doing something. Anyone knows? Post now. There we go. So that's a bit more cable now. We've got another sensor down here as well. An earth by the looks of it going here. We've got these sensors there, and there. So although it's mucky as hell here, so I'm not going to release those sensors. Well, let's try and undo a few of these. Why not? Come on. We'll leave the sensors in situ, but just try get some of these out of the way. Right. Oh, they're tight little buggers. Oh, on. You really have to push in. What I'm trying to do here is to really push in these clips, but they really have to. They're really tight. Anyway, I've got a few of them to practice on to get the hang of it. Oh. Okay. Now, there we go. Right. There's a whole heap of engine loom getting close to being free. Let's see. Get rid of this connector as well. We've got this 13mm holding on to something there. Earth. There we go. And then we're all down to starter motor and all that kind of good stuff. Right. That's cool. Right. Get that all the way up there. Okay. A few nuts and bolts to get out of the way. Washers. Yeah. Oh, whatever. Doesn't matter. It's all coming out. Right. Let's change gloves while I'm doing that. I'll have a look at the chat and see if anyone's telling me what I'm doing wrong. Lots. Just done a clutch on my Grand Sport. Engine has otherwise been reliable. Yeah, you know what, Don? The engines, they are incredibly. They won Engine of the Year for Performance Engine over the 4-litre category of the year for the F136. They are really, really strong engines. Obviously, for the Mazda, they've got a what have they got? They've not got the flat plane crank, right? So they rev a little lower down the range than if they were in a 430 or whatever, and they supposedly they are bulletproof. The problem is with these things, it's nothing to do with the reliability of the engine. It's to do with the positioning of the absolutely stupid air intake, which is, well, at least on mine. I mean, I know people you can change them and get them modded, but on mine it very much the air intake was 6 inches off the ground down behind the front bumper. So all this engine did was drink, and it just drank and drank and drank a nice puddle of water, which is why this lives in here, unfortunately. But I think, you know, at the end of the day, right, this car, this one, had done 85,000 miles, something like that. Yeah, I mean, this all looks like it's never been apart in its life, right? Which it probably hasn't. Okay, so if we want to do scary stuff like remove heads, well, for starters, we've still got this exhaust manifold just, you know, annoyingly clinging on with this one nut that we can't get at. But the timing gear all's got to come off, obviously. OMG 4D. So yeah, we have to pull the front off this thing. Now, I did hit this thing with my, because I did think, oh, sugar, well, expletives to that, to replace that. But I did think that is going to be a bitch to get off. And I, yeah, rather stupidly, I'd whipped the flywheel off, right, to get it on this engine stand without trying to undo this thing. And obviously on this stand, there's only so much you can do. Now, I've got this Einhell Impact. It's set on like level 3, maximum torque. It says it does, what does it say it does here? 18,400. I think it's 400 Newton meters that it can do. And amazingly, as you can see, oops, it did it. So happy days. So I'm hoping, obviously, I'm going to need a puller to get the pulley wheel off itself, but that bugger came out. It looks like it looks like it's keyed. It's got a little wood ruff or whatever. However, pulley wise, maybe, I don't know whether I can just leave that in there a bit and then pull the whole wheel out. Shall we have a go at that? Because I got a new toy the other day. Well, a new to me toy. Let's see. However, I'm not sure I can use it on this, because what we need to do is, there's nothing to hold on to it. You've got to come from behind it. So the puller that I bought the other day is a hub puller. And it's a beautiful thing. You see it on this big one. And look at this. This is made to pull some. And it's adjustable, so you just feed those on there, and you can put them onto your hub. Obviously, you've got 3 of them, and away you go. But it is a beastie. Obviously, not that way round. Obviously, idiots. That way round. Yeah. So hub puller sorted now. After the, if you're vaguely interested, I had a lot of fun getting the hubs off this Maserati as I was pulling it apart, right? But I now have the right tool for the job, finally. I've got some cheap as chips Chinese, awful, horrible pullers. I'm not even sure. Let's see. They just feel like they're awful. So I don't know whether these are going to do anything. It says drop forged. It looks like it's drop forged as in some guys melted down some cans of Coke. It does not feel anything like a decent bit of kit. So, why that tight, ridiculous. But it does look like we've got just about enough to get on it. We'll see. What am I doing here? 10. Come on. It's just delightful. I mean, it's vaguely, it's not really gonna, the problem's gonna be that it ain't wide enough. So yeah, so this is gonna be real fun. So, leverage, hitting with something. I don't know. Yeah, leverage maybe. Swader. Just try and. Oh, huh. It moved. It's just a rubber mallet I bought when I was fitting windows for the house. Okay. Well, that was not the event I thought it would be. That makes a change, doesn't it? How refreshing. Well, there we go. And yeah, it is keyed. Lovely. Right. Well, there we go. You can see the front of the engine. Right, let's get off some of this stuff here. We have got all of these. Yep, same again. This 5mm is getting a workout, isn't it? Is this going to pour out anything? No, because this one's lower. What am I on about? Oh shit! Oh. No, we're good. It was just had some crud in it, so I just wasn't in enough. Oops. Hang on. Okay. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Wet. I've had an accident. Thermostat. There you go. That's where the thermostat lives. Live and learn. Oh. Yuck. Right. Let's get. Oh, there's another housing here. So we'll just whip this one off as well. Why not? It's more stuff out the way. Oh dear. Now that one's not happy. And that one's okay. This one, I need to take that off first. That looks a bit corroded, so let's see. Get it with something vaguely chunky. Oh no, that is not looking good. That is there. Yeah, no way in the world that one's going to come off without. For the first time tonight, we welcome to the party the angle grinder. This hose had already been chopped. I obviously did something to it and chopped it on the way out, so of no use. Thus, path of least resistance. Right, now I can get at these two. So this one is rounding. This is the one I was just trying to get to. So let's see. Okay. That one's good. might want to do, I'm just going to run that little pointy ground sharpened screwdriver and just pick out the inside of this, just see if I can get the, yeah, there's loads of crud in it. Let's see if we can get the hex a bit deeper into it. Yeah, there we go. Much more likely to come out if you're all the way in. Right. Good. What else we got going on here then? So that'll get us this section, so we can get to the, well, I don't know, anything else stopping this coming off? Now I should say, I did drain the oil, obviously. Obviously, it was full of water, so I did drain the oil. I guess there's going to be some in this timing chain area anyway, so we'll chuck the oil pan underneath. Maybe, just thinking, I think this will foul, so this will get in the way. These won't get in the way, so we probably need to get rid of the power steering pump, right? Let's see if we can get something on the end of it. I bet it's a 5 now. Let's see. Ooh, no, it's not. So, oh, so you've got to, don't know. Yeah, I'm not quite sure how this is being held on. Interestingly, starters, that is another mega corroded, but we can't get the angle grinder in there. But let's see. Must be a, yeah, there we go. Jesus. Okay, so we probably need something we can put a bit of cork on. So what was that? That is it's a 6. Have we got a short 6? There we go. Don't know whether this metal is going to get in the way. Yeah, need a little extension on it. Okay. What are we doing here? Hang on, think about this. Which way are we turning this? Yeah, gotta be. Oh, Jesus. The problem with this is going to be it's passing all the way up through. So basically you've got this here going through here and into the block, into the head casing. So this is going to be corroded here and here and not going to be wanting to budge at all. Let's try. Should we try getting the big gun on it and see if that works? I don't know. This is asking for trouble, but whatever. Oh, come on. Yeah, there's always too much play because there's too many extensions and things like that. So that is not going to do anything. I mean, we could try. I mean, it's going to round it off, right? Whatever we do here is going to end up rounding it off. Still need that little extension. No. It's not going to do it. In fact, you know what? That now looks a bit twisted to me. Don't. Whoops. No. What we now have is what should be called a spiral drop. Okay. Right. How else is it held in? If it's held in by, right. Oh God. Look. Now this is not that exciting, but the camera's trying to commit suicide. Right. So, what we could do. Get this AC pump. Let's see, is that the AC seems to be held on by two. Oh, they're really long. They go all the way through, and yeah, not great. But they are all coated in oil and stuff. Well, not oil, but whatever, coated in something. So maybe let's have a little investigate. Again, we're going to need the extension on it. Yeah, now the basically this is now cheese. So that ain't going to do anything anymore. Let's get another one. What was it? Was it a 5? What were we messing with there? 6. 6. There's a 5. 6. Right. Take 2. No. I mean, seriously. Why? Okay, so next plan. So this power steering must be held on. Must be something on the inside. Yes, there is. So there's another nut, and that is actually. Yeah, so we've got to get this AC unit off first before we can get the power steering off. The AC is just held in with these two, unless there's one at the back, but we won't know until we whip off this tray, which means we won't be able to see that until we get the manifold off, I guess. Let me see, there's a couple of 13 mils underneath this thing that look like they need to come off to get this metal tray off. Oh, on. that part of it off, and then there must be something else holding it on. Yeah, so it's held on. Just held on with the steering engine mount. I'm hoping I can get it clear of it because the couldn't get that sides or the engine mounts off. So okay, that's loose there. And get that back over the mount, under the mount, around the mount, anywhere basically. It's very close to going through. Just a little persuader. There we go. That's one bit. The problem with the other side, obviously, is we've got an exhaust manifold still here. Oop. So I don't think this is going to come through with that manifold there still. Sort of wants to, but sort of won't. Oh, me. Oh, I see. Just a little bit caught on the manifold. Hey, all right, that's cool. So now, wowzers, a bit better under here now. I've got a bit more room to get to. Oh, get to things. Try and, oops. Out. Oh, come on. That's it. Get rid of that. Okay. So, by there. Let's get some metal on metal going on. Okay, that feels like it is all the way home. And that is a winner. Right. So this one was covered in, obviously this is very low down. So a bit of oil and bits and bobs and whatever else. Keeping it, oops, kept it somewhat lubricated. The engine. So, oh, yeah, lovely. If I can get there, yeah, okay, good. Right, this upper one, however, not so lovely. Again, I'll just try and clear it out a bit. It's already very home. Just feels a bit loose, or not loose, but the socket doesn't feel good in here. Now again, see, it's because we're up here, and there's nothing really lubricating it through there. If he sticks a bit of penetrating oil on it and leave it a bit, I guess, not hurt it. Yeah, what we don't really want to be doing is rounding this off, because, well, it wouldn't be the complete end of the world, I suppose, but it would be a faff, and I'd rather not have to deal with that. Quite a long bolt, this one, but let's stick some penetrating oil. Let's find some. There we go. WD. Ooh, we're a bit low. I hope we got enough. Yeah, it just doesn't feel like we're even sitting nicely in this cap head. We've got a bit of play all around. Okay. Right. Well, we can't get the end of this pulley off. What? Hang on a moment. We have got access there, though. Let's spin out a few of these cap heads in the front of this thing, in any case, because why not? What we got here? Oh, who knew? Incorrect. We're in for time. Look at that, 10 o'clock. Let's see if I could get spin you around a bit. There's always something on the floor. There you go. You see that? There you go. Right, what was I saying? Yes. We want a 5, isn't it? 5 to 4. I don't have a stubby 5, do I? Or do I? Yes, I do. Right. Okay. Okay. So let's just have a couple of these bits up here. That's up here. All right. So, yes, we are a 5. Where's my, what have I just done with that? There it is. The valve, the timing chain covers on this thing look pretty good. Oopsie, yuck. Get in properly. Quite a few of these. We've also got here, this at the top here. Come on over here. So I'm gonna hazard a guess, a semi-educated guess. This is the timing chain tensioner. Now we would set the engine to TDC and all that kind of good stuff, but it ain't moving. So yeah, I guess what we'll do is we'll just loosen this tensioner off. Obviously this needs to come off to be able to separate the two anyway. This one just vaguely spun on me, but I wasn't in it properly. And then we can get to most of them. I think we can get to that one through the wheel, and we can get all the way around here. So hoping, oops, we can get all this off without having to worry about the ancillary stuff. Some of these are pretty gunky, but they're going. There are a lot of them. That one's going to be tough. More on that. And behind this little bracket. Oh no. No. Spun it. Right. Let's get the little pick thing, the persuader. See if we can recover. Yeah, so just corrosion in this one. Gunk. Okay. Feels positive. Get that out when we can. Yep. Results. That one looks okay. We've got one hidden away down the bottom here. This one's just, I can barely even see it. And this one's full of rust or something. Again, corrosion crap. Oh, yeah. Got it. What's going on with this one here? Sort of a, not sure. Come back to that. We got another one here that's again really properly. I think it's because the belt must flip all the crud at it. We need the longer one to get to these couple. 5. And again, we'll just tap them in and hope. They shouldn't be under any more than about 20 meters or something like that, right? Wouldn't have thought. Okay. Oh, and then we've got another one of these studded ones here. One on the end here. Got this one. Again, just full of crud, which is why it didn't seat properly and which is why it spun on me. But let's see, hopefully. Tight enough down the bottom. Yep. Okay. So we need a socket on. How big is that? Oh, far too big. We're into the normal socket set. Let's see. Hey, cigar. So we're gonna spin out this tensioner. It's got a chalk mark on it, or a pen mark. So obviously, I would imagine, very delicately set. I mean, fair play. Yeah, okay, there you go. Yeah, so just normal sort of tensioner. It's got an oil feed running through it, by the looks of it. Ooh, smells good. Leave that in there. Just spin off the little 5 mils that are all around it. Hopefully just spin them off anyway. Let's put that back while we're doing that. Right. Where did I just put my... Why did I put it over there? Why do you put things in such stupid places where you're bound to not know where they are again? Within seconds. All right. It's pit stop time. Go. So, oh, look at that. Hello, hello. Testing, 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 testing. 1, 2, 3. Hello, hello, hello. It's weird because it's not got a little light on it. It just makes me think that it's not doing anything, but whatever. It does seem to be. Okay. Right, so yeah, tensioner. It's a bit crusty actually. You hear that? Anyway, tensioner. Right. Now we've got floppy chain. Floppy chain. So let's sanity check. What have we? Okay, so we've got that one there, that one there. Still needs to come off. I'm not sure what this is, but probably, well, I don't know whether it probably needs to come off, but whatever. All we're good around here. This whole lower section's fine. We've got one there. Just spotted that one. Didn't see that one. Why I didn't see that one. I went either side of it. It was one of those, oh, it's full of crud, I'll come back later. Okay, so we'll spin that off and then we get a long 10mm on that. That's the 5. That's the long 5. Now let's see. Yeah. Okay. That's that. So then we just need that 10mm socket, long one, which was floating around here. Is that you? Yes. Get on this one. Yeah. And this one. We've got 2 bolts here, which look like they do something. Now what they do? No, they don't. They don't do anything holding it on, I don't think. I think they're just part of. Let's try. I'm going to try just jimmy the case a little. Let me just sanity check again here. What we got? The one out of there. There's one. What we got coming out of here? Water. Okay, I'm just going to grab my oil pan. Grab my oil pan. Just in case. Oil pan. Yeah, really. Maserati brake discs. There we go. Right. Where's my little? So I'm going to imagine there's going to be a fair bit of sealant or something on this thing, holding it on. So yeah, so lovely sealant all the way around there. Yep. Got a bit of play on the top section here. Crazy. And we've got, feels quite tight round here. There's definitely nothing. Well, okay, no. I wonder what this thing is in the middle then. Let's spin it out and see what happens. What is it? It's, no, it's not. Is it that? No. Is it that? No. I mean, it looks like, okay, this must be just a, okay, because it's for, there's a waterway in there, right? So that's just a bleed. It's copper. Oh, come on. Let me get it out now. There you go. Yeah, so nothing doing there. See if we can get this side to just move out a bit. Yep. Yep. So, oh, we have another tensioner down here. Oh. See here. Tensioner. So, well, I'm guessing it's tensioner anyway. But it doesn't look like it bugs around with anything here. Interestingly though, this section here, I wonder if we've got stuff to be done just here to get this to come off. I think that bolt is into there, so I don't think that's part of this casing, but this section here looks like it's going to need separating, and because it's a water, there's probably going to be some sealant and stuff like that inside there. It's basically going to be a pain, isn't it? It's not going to want to come off. Not promising the amount of water dripping out the bottom of it at the minute though. If in doubt, randomly tap things. Wonder if this won't be going all the way through, right? Well, I'll tell you what, let's spin some of these things off, because whatever. What we got there? Okay. Yeah, it's just on the casing, so wouldn't have done anything. Well, we know that's not doing anything. So yeah, just on the casing for that. There's nothing else, is there? A little tapaton. So, coolant. Okay, well, and there's a waterway obviously going through here. Spin that one out as well. I think it's doing anything again. Yeah, these are all drain plugs. Okay, so where's that little? Oh, there. Well, what is holding this on? Nothing coming through from the other side, right? It can't be the. Obviously, we've got this water oil cooler jobby. In the top. So we've got this chap here, but there's no way you're going to have to take that off to get to the timing chain, right? It's clearly the pipe comes up there into there. But can't be. That's all one piece, the whole thing. Okay, well, let's spin out. We've got this other timing, this other chain tensioner on this side. So let me just whip that out. What was it? It was. Oh, okay. Can't get my. Okay. Can't get my my gun in there, so. Oh. Pivot. Okay. Actually, that might help. Maybe not. Oh, for God's sake. Jesus. You not want this to come undone or something, Mr. Maserati? Oh, bloody hell. Am I coming down? Am I coming down? Ah, blimey. Right. So let's see the chain tensioner. Feeling a lot less tensiony. Okay. Oh, we've got an oil filter on here. No, I won't get off. Right, we've got a whole heap of stuff around this side. So you've got this other oil pipe that loops round to, where does it go to? Okay, it goes to the housing of the oil filter. So let's whip that off. It seems straightforward enough. Famous last words. Oops. Ran over your cable then. That would be good. So go and fly him, little dude. Right. So yeah, so we've got a load of the usuals down here. Get this as an oil filter. Where's my little grippy jobby? There we go. That'll do it. I don't think. That's not oil. So one somewhat oil filter. Let's see. Get that there, yep. Okay. The room, hello, hello, hello. My apologies, but hey, at least you had a break from me whittering on. Okay, right. I was just trying to get this off. 10. That's a faff. Let's try a small socket. My little wrench gone. Oh, come on. Back up the wrench. Okay, that feels better. It's a bit of an AC unit. Lovely. There. Got a wibble wobble going. Right. Right, so we need to get to the rear mounts for the starter motor. So you can see it, the bracket just down here. I've already got one off. Need to get to these two, which we're not going to do with this little piddly thing. We need to make a bit longer. Like this one. That is just spinning round and round and round. So that is not mounted on anything. That's just holding yet another clip. So, do not spin. There is my little persuader again. Let's tap this home. I do not want this one. Go with a ratchet. Let's feel it. Yes. We did not want that one rounding out. That would have been horrendous. It's nerve-wracking. Right. So that being off on the back, I don't think there's now anything holding the start motor apart from this aircon pipe, which is attached with a bracket, and that aircon pipe that goes into here. She's got a 6 mil. I'm getting it with a yeah, I don't have a 6. So 7. Nope. Don't have a 6 that I'm going to be able to get into that with. I don't think. So hang on, what's holding that on? Okay, so it is just that one. Okay, well maybe then. You reckon with a little bit of persuasion? and extension. Get rid of this. Away. Okay. Yay. So hopefully that AC pipe's now loose on that side. Ready? Yes. Okay. So one AC pipe. So this AC pipe, the only thing now, it's on a bracket, but it's connected to the starter motor. So the starter motor is only held in now by this little 13mm that's in the side here. Now think about this. I'm going to just stand this back up again, just to take all sort of leverage off that. Oops. Yeah, off this bottom one here, because I'm going to undo this. Oops. Yep. Okay. That's that. So, what is now holding that starter motor in? I think nothing. Apart from stubbornness. Yes. Okay. There we go. So you see what I mean? There's a little pipe on the end of the starter motor. Okay. Right. So I should be able to get this engine mount now out of the way. So let's put that back through. Let's just get a nut that'll fit the end of that. I've got no shortage of nuts and bolts. I've got a Maserati full. Right, there we go, perfect. And a nice washer as well, yeah, just to... So, oops, through there. So I'm not putting any great load on this particular one, because, yeah, you don't want to. And we're down 30. Oops. Oops. A bit. Okay. Right. Back in business. So let's go over again. Back that way a little. Ooh. Oh, Jesus. Meant to have a nice bar through here, right? That you can. I've probably got one somewhere I should be using. Anyway, right. Let's try and get this. So this is what, a 17 again? No. 16? No. There's a 17. Oh, where's 17's up here, isn't it? That's no good. Not gonna. It's got a plastic sheath on it. Child. Right. 17 is not there. Not there. Not there. Hello. Where are you going? So you just want a normal, ideally, ½ inch, there we go, 17, there, to there, to there, to there, to there. Oh. Yeah, okay, fair enough, valiant effort, no cigar. Oh. Oops. Oh. Blimey. Ratchet's a bit crap in this ratchet. Oh. Oh. Well, it's 3 loose. Now we've just got the fun one, which is behind this exhaust manifold, which we still can't remove. Okay, so let's see, how are we going to get into this? So we can get the socket on there, and then get a wobble on there, he says. Yep. Okay, yep, that might work. That might work. Another wobble, there we go. Not sure we're going to get enough on it, but we can try. We're there. Okay. One engine mount, complete with the rubber mount. Let someone else undo that. Okay. Right, exhaust manifold. Singular last little annoying nut. Horribly close to the manifold. Horribly tight. No real way of getting any sort of anything on it, apart from a tiny 13mm socket, which will go on it, but then what you're going to do, apart from shear off lots and lots of tools. So the only other sockets I've got that are 13mm that are small are all, yeah, they are all horrendous. Oh, I'm not going to work. Okay. I can't get in there with anything to, you know, get medieval on it. I did think about the angle grinder, but you know, I'm probably going to make a mess of a perfectly good manifold by doing something like that. So, gotta be a way of getting this off. The only ring spanners I've got are just cruddy. The thing is whether I can get an old. No, I mean, so a 5/16 will go on it, but is bleh. Where's one of the old? Let me have a look at one of the old nuts. Yeah, you see, it's got a little bit of play. I need something that's going to go on and not do anything, no movement. But everything I've got is going to be too chunky. Ooh, that one's tight. It's a very old, very small spanner, but it's a really tight fit. Well, maybe. So, let's get a big chunky spanner. Do the spanner on spanner thing. Oops. Am I going to be able to do that with that one? Is it too big? Nope, we're good. Oh, it moved. It moved! I mean, it's moving. As you can hear by the crickle crackle of a manifold wanting to escape. Well, awesomeness. It's just now just horrendous because it's full of gunk. A bit of that going on. It doesn't want to bring the stud out. You'd have thought by now the stud would have been free and making its escape, but no. Just a little bugger. Okay. All right. So with this manifold out of the way, we're starting to look like just a block with a few heads on it, right? It's still fighting. can only turn it about like, I don't know, like 5 degrees. Oh, for God's sake. Come on. Well, there's no thread left showing now. Now it starts to withdraw the stud. Really? Really? Oh, now it stops. Well, that felt a lot easier. I think the end is near. Yay! Manifold number 2. Good. There we go. Right. Okay. So we have got this chap now very, very handy. So let's see. What was it? Was it 6, wasn't it? Let's see if yep. Oh, it snapped it in half. It is a beast, to be fair, but there we go. Right. Well, yeah, we tried. Okay, so what size is it? 6. That's the bendy 6 from earlier. That's a 5. What we got there? I think miles out. Let's see. See what that feels like. No. Right. Plan 53. Okay. We could cut a slot in it and twat it with the impact driver. That's an plan. Not sure that's the best plan. That one's not going to do anything either. Tippy tappy. Right. Get rid of this stupid pipe. Oh, I can get my disc in there without munching something. Oh no, I can. Rubbish. All right. And it is, there's corrosion on it on this top bolt, so there's bound to be same on this one in the same area. They're out the way, so yeah. All right. How else can we get this off? Ugh. That one doesn't sound very nice. Anyone still with me? Oh yeah. Okay. All right, let's not be beaten by a manky old air conditioning unit, AC unit. Let's see. Okay, so worst case scenario, obviously you can just chop off the bolt, slide the bolt off, and then use a stud extractor. Could, as I said before, I could try I forgot I had that. I've got some. Nah, I bet I've not got the right size. Oh, that's so annoying. I've got an impact drive only I've not got the 6mm bit. Oh, fuck's sake. I've got a 5. Where would that be? Where would that be? I can't ever remember using that before. I didn't even know I had bits in there, to be honest. Yep. It's gone. But yeah, the alternative is slot it, get that into it, and then give it the old thwack. Okay. So see what I'm trying to do here. I've just cut a slot into it. The idea is I'm getting an impact driver into it now, and let's see. Oh, the only problem is my bloody my lump hammer's up at the house. Let's try it with a rubber mallet. What's the worst that can happen? Nah. Obviously I'm on an engine stand, wibbly wobbly, but you know. Oh man. I don't know about this. That certainly shocks it. Oh. So all it's done, because it's not putting an even pressure, because all I've done is chiseled out the side, just took a chunk off my impact driver bit. Okay, so that's not a good plan. Right. Okay. Okay. So next option, chop the whole bolt off, slide the AC unit off the end of it, left with a bolt, and then have I got? Oh well, yeah. Actually, I can get all kinds of stuff on that to get it off once the AC unit's out of the way. And to be honest, it's probably so basically drill it out is what we're saying. How about how about and 12. How about getting a 12mm socket? Nah, sorry, I knocked you over. The excitement. I've just hammered a 12mm socket over the end of it. The basically had some little tiny grooves on the outside, and obviously with one of these sockets with the, you know, however many dozen or so sides on it. Okay, now I'm going to try and get this socket off. Oh no, I'll do it in the vise. Don't want to turn still. I think I'm never going to see the 12mm socket again, but no, it's all good. So just give that a little persuasion either way. Okay. Got it. Ah! One Delphi AC. Oh, pump. One 12mm socket stuck on the end of a bit. So we'll need to have a, well, maybe a perfectly positioned vise might do the job, with a centre punch and a hammer. Got it. So yeah, there we go. She's out, and 12mm socket will live to see another day. Brilliant. Right, AC, same issue. So we've got a 10mm underneath, I think. That's a 10. Yeah, okay, so that should be a little more straightforward, he says. Yeah, so there's the 10. The problem we've got now is another 6mm. This one doesn't look as doesn't look that's corroded and horrible. So I was just looking at a T40 with a view to whether a T45 might... No, it's not going to insert itself when persuaded. Okay. But yeah, basically, same issue, right? Now, this one's a little more exposed. I wonder whether a larger stud extractor. What have I got? I've no idea. Well, I could have swore I had some extractors floating around. But it seems not. What the hell? Okay. Still not entirely sure what's going on with this cam cover, the timing chain cover. So I think I might have to RTFM, right? Maybe this does need to come out. Maybe to do that I need to order myself a few a few 6mm sockets. Now see, these are 5s, aren't they? These are all 5s. They are all corroded and horrible looking. That's the problem. And full of gunk. So I'm not sure. Let's have a quick feel on one of these things. What have we got here? 4, 5. One of those. There's the tapper. Okay, so oh, hang on, what am I doing? That's a 6. That needs 6. 5. 6 will go in there. Sure you don't want to undo? No. Just going to break it. I need a 6. 4. That's a 4. 5. One tapper. Okay. Okay, so maybe we'll be all right with these if we just go around really making sure we've got, yeah, that's the trick, eh? Make sure you're fully seated. See, that one feels absolutely awful. Oh, but it got it. it does. It feels terrible. Feels like it could snap, you know, it's one of those. I don't want to come off. No, don't hit the back of your idiot. Idiot. Right. Yep. That's a good one. That one's absolutely full of crud. There's no point even trying. Ah, you little feck. That's now round. Well, we were close. Oh look, the arm snapped on that one. Well, that's now no good, so because the arm snapped, I might as well get the other one off and get it out of the way. Oh, metal fatigue. Fatigue, I tell you. Oh my god. A snap. Stay there. Oh my god. Ridiculous. Scrap metal. All right. We get the Hoover in here. We got nuts and leaves and all sorts in there that need to be cleared out. Right. So apart from that, I wonder whether we can get anything with some teeth on it. This is exactly the wrong thing, but you know what? Believe it or not, that's actually turning it. So it is just a cap head, but there's enough of it. Oh, there we go. It just spun a bit now, so What I don't want to do, obviously, is lose the end of it inside the head, obviously. So perhaps let's just go back to what are we on with this? Oh, you know what? Nope. Not sure you'd be able to do this procedure in car. We call this the plumbing approach. Definitely not a reusable bolt after this. Essential Ferrari mechanic equipment. A monkey wrench, large. I believe this worked. Oh yeah. Ugh. So yeah, the end of it is not looking great anymore, but whatever. Who cares? It's off. She'll live to see another. I was going to say I'll live to see another day, but it's really quite. Trying to knock it through to get a bit of lube. So this bolt's never going to come out. That's it. Need to just tap it through. Where's my put that other drift? Oh, that's as far as it's going to go. All right, that might now spin out. It's possible. One power steering pump, slightly used. One bolt. Now let's not put it in the bolt box. That one's a goner. Right. Where's my little towel thing gone? on the floor, trodden on. Yeah. Okay, so that's one side of this thing pretty much sorted. We've got a see a tensioner pulley here, but so that's 13 there. Let's just whip that off. 13. Yep. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Can you hear that? Yeah, there you go. Yeah. Thought I'd lost sound again. All right. Well, that's one side. Yay side. Pretty much stripped. So to the side, however. All right. Just need it. I'm wrestling this thing. Just need a handle. There you go. Handle. Oh, in fact, there's one in there. Is that going to work? Yes, it is going to work. Okay. All right. So, cover. Why do you not wish to come off? What is preventing you from coming off? Apart from all this sealant. Feels like it wants to move at the top here. There's my little I had something a little bit nicer than oh, dodgy old screwdriver. But yeah, I can see. You know what? Not being funny, actually. It is loose. I can see. I can actually see clear down. The whittling again. Yeah. So we got the lower cover that feels so I'm just using prying against. There's a nice flat bit that you get at the back of. Obviously the seal is what's holding it in situ here. I'll try to get. But it's not really, it's moving quite a bit on it. So it's all there. Get a bit smaller. Nothing moving there. It all feels like this section here is not budging. This centre section is not budging. So it's that section, which is all where this sort of water feed comes in. Just check again behind that little plug. I think there's anything exciting there, but oh, for God's sake. No, there's nothing doing down there. Okay. Well, it is 11:43 here, so in the evening, obviously. So I think I am done for the night. I've got to work tomorrow. So, yeah, okay, that's not going anywhere. All right, thanks anyone for dropping in to say, have a look. Yeah, well, I'm still no close. Well, I'm okay. I am a lot closer to finding out what the hell's going on inside this engine. This needs to come off. With that off, we can get the timing chain off, thus can pop the cams, well, or take the head off completely. No, cams need to come out first to get to the head bolts. So yeah, it's timing chain off. I need to get to the timing chain innards, the timing of this engine to be able to get the cams off. I can't get the cams off without taking this off. I think I'm pretty sure, right? So yeah, because I can't rotate this engine for obvious reasons. All right, thanks for tuning in. Another well, take 2 of this, part 2, coming soon to a YouTube channel near you. Yeah, it's getting there. Yeah, if anyone happens to watch this and vaguely knows what is holding this thing on, having got rid of all the bolts around the outside, do we need to mess around with this Pulley section in the center here, or do we need to mess around with all this lot down here? You know what, it may be all this lot down here that needs to be messed around with, right? Anyway, cool. Thanks very much.